GMT is really an exciting thing because we know that over the last 400 years that telescopes have gotten bigger, and that has allowed us to see things with better detail and to see fainter things and to figure out what the history of the universe has been. Our technology for doing this is getting better and better. We're able to build big mirrors, and we know how to do this. We know how to build GMT. We know how to build its individual mirrors and put them together. We know that when you build a telescope that has a sharper view, and the GMT will have a view that is 10 times sharper than the Hubble Space Telescope. And when you build a telescope that collects more light, and the GMT will collect 100 times as much light as the Hubble Space Telescope does, that you are going to be able to do things that we can imagine and set out as our goals, to look at the history of the universe, how things have changed, find out more about the dark energy and the dark matter. Those are things that we know you can do. But I think the really exciting things will be things that we haven't yet thought of, that the new questions that will come. The other part that's really interesting about a big telescope on the ground is that you can change it. That is, you can change the instrument. So I think that even when we build the telescope, that won't be its final form. Those instruments will eventually be replaced by better ones that use the technology that's developed over the period from now to then. We know that the universe has changed from a very homogeneous kind of goo at the time of the Big Bang into a highly differentiated world where there are planets, stars, galaxies, clusters of galaxies. The universe has gotten kind of interesting and complicated through the action of gravity over time. We'd like to see how that works. And by looking at what happened long ago, which means looking at very distant, very faint galaxies, and looking in detail, which means having the resolution to kind of really see what's going on, two things that GMT will be really good at, we'll be able to trace the history of how matter has come together to form the stars and planets and galaxies that make up the universe today.